Well, Twitch is just gonna have a little bit more music than YouTube. But it's alright. I forgot to set it to auto start whenever I made this. Well, it's Crimbus, but we don't really have a Crimbus stream. Instead, I have something else for you. You know what, actually, this window should be underneath that one. Today, I wanted to show off that I'm really close to being in a state where you could actually play my game and like actually play the game like it's an actual game. Like the game becomes but you know what I mean. You get what I mean. And to show that off, when I hit this button, it should begin like my game. It should bring it up on stream. Yeah, there we go. By the way, I'm just gonna keep the Omori music playing because there's no sound. But yeah, I've been working on this. And what I've got so far is that I have like the dungeon generation and all that done, and all the different weapons and all the different enemies. And if you have any suggestions for enemies, you can make some. But this is gonna be like, this is a roguelike game. And I kind of wanted to also make it moddable in a sense, but I have to like, if I want to do that, I have to do certain things. You'll know. You'll know. I could actually make it quite moddable, but it would take a little bit more work. One thing that wouldn't take a lot of work would be like rooms. That would be pretty easy to do. If I wanted to make weapons a thing, that would probably be a little harder. Basic movement enemies would be easy though. That would be really, really easy. But yeah, this game, the reason why it's taken so long, I've worked on this for I like to think it's been like a year since I've started working on this, but it's actually been more like a year with several gaps inside, because the people who I could work with, they kind of got busy. They couldn't work on this anymore. There were large gaps where I was like waiting and like hoping that the people who I was working with would help. But then I decided to just like pick it all up and do all the art on my own. One of the enemies is this enemy right here. Yeah, this is the special announcement. It's a game development announcement. One of the enemies right here is this is my extent of my art capacity. A rotating rectangle. But yes, this is one of the enemy types here. An enemy that specializes in just circling around. This could be like an obstacle instead. But I also have made it into an enemy, so you can see I can take damage from that. One thing that this game doesn't have is that your character's health doesn't regen, so I'm really in trouble if I run out of health. I haven't made a death thing either. Now in this game development stream, which I never ever do, I never do a game development stream, there was one thing I wanted to do. You know what, let me turn down the Omori music even more. There we go. I could do that, but I already have all the enemies. I have all the enemies so far. Actually, I think that's like one of the first things I implemented for enemies was a hopping enemy. I didn't implement any debuffs though. That's a good idea though. But yeah. I haven't implemented any health regen. Okay, okay. I was getting distracted. I did have like a list of things that I wanted to try to do. But the number one priority... The number one priority is to make it to where there is something specific with this. Oh, whoops. I accidentally clicked the wrong thing. Oops, that crashed the entire game. Hold on. Let me restart. I misclicked the button. The debug room. I misclicked the debug room. Yeah, let me rerun it. Oh yeah, by the way, I learned how to make a special cursor like a few weeks ago. And so there's also a special cursor for this game. So this is just like my test weapon, but you're not supposed to start with this kind of weapon. This weapon is really broken. So I have like a dungeon generation, a dungeon generating algorithm that makes your own dungeon, that makes the whole dungeon for you. And then hides all the rooms. But the map still reveals to you the kind of room shape. I've decided to just keep it like this because this is like really, really hard otherwise. I've been really trying to figure out how to make this background be not gray, but it's like, it's kind of silly, okay? I'd have to like make a UI object and then put it in the background and then have it like move and I'd have to like generate it before everything else. I'd have to generate it in code because this places the dungeon very far away from where the town was. Though who knows, maybe I won't even have a town. Anyway, the point that I wanted to make, oh, we got a really weird dungeon. What didn't deal damage to me? Oh frick, antenna shocker doesn't have... See, I also have to look into all of these different things and make sure that they deal the correct damage. Okay, does this do oh, this doesn't attack damage. Okay. Hold on, give me a second. Area attack damage. This is good, actually. This is good. I don't know if I covered all the bases on this, so... Let's restart. Let me restart it again. So I've actually got like 5 technically different groups of enemies, but 4 are the real groups, because the 5th group is all of the enemies. Let me put this back on. Okay, so if the room didn't... Okay, the room didn't lock, so... This was a nothing room. I rolled nothing. You know what? Here, let me edit the weights at which things can spawn. Give me a second. I can edit this so that I never ever get any, I get nothing all the time. Okay. If choice is less than or equal to 100. You know, now there will be nothing in the dungeon, period. We don't have to worry about that. Or at least there should be nothing. Okay. Generate dungeon. Oh good, short dungeon. So whenever I clear a dungeon out and reach the exit, right now all it does is delete the entire dungeon. This is the thing I wanted to work on first. I'm not going to be showing any code because it's going to be kind of confusing to follow. I haven't really like gone through and cleaned it up at all. Also, like the dungeon generator script is like it's like so full. It's freaking majorly full. So yeah. There are some things in here that I have no idea if I can actually like shorten them in any way, code-wise. But you can have a look at the town while I go ahead and try to set up this connecting thing. I want to make it to where whenever you hit Z on the exit, it sends you to another floor. It generates a new dungeon and then places the character at the next floor. Which shouldn't be too hard, I don't think. Let me see here. I think I also do have to clear the map out. But I'm not sure how I'm supposed to do that. Maybe if I do like... Map square. So this just adds the thing. Yeah, my hair has lots of braids in it on the thing. The twin tails are braids too. How on earth do I clear the map? I would just have to do... Okay, I got it. I just have to call the make map function. I gotta call this. Current dungeon map dot clear. Wait. Oh, wait. What is add node? Hold on. Oh wait, do I have a dungeon map? Oh, I do. Oh, okay, okay. This is easy actually. Okay. Func clear clear map. So we would have to do map nodes.add child node array. Node array. So I'd have to do node array. So this is the whole thing. Clear this. And then I'd have to do map nodes dot. I'd have to. This adds them all by as children. Is there like a clear all children node? Yeah, I would have to look up Godot on node Godot. Let's see. Maybe I would just queue free the map and then make the map all over again. That could be it. That could be it. That could be something. How do I set up the map? Do I make a map? Do I generate a map? Make map. Map active equals true. Is this a child of the... This might be a child of the player node. Hold. Alright, see you later. Hold. I don't usually have to talk whenever I write code, man. This is why I don't stream. This is why I don't stream dev building. Dang. Okay, the map is actually not in this. I guess it gets added as a child then. Oh wait, why did I reset? I didn't have to reset at all, actually. Did it add it as a child to the player? Let me see. Remote. Test node. Yeah, it did. Okay. Base map. Yeah, that is the base of the map, isn't it? Okay. So what happens if I clear the whole thing? Where the heck am I calling the map the start map? Oh! Oh yeah, okay, that makes it easy. Yeah, that makes this actually really easy. I should put this in a new function, though. I wonder what point the music plays for this. So we have to remove child. And then we actually can just do something else. We don't have to do this. We can do u free and then current dungeon map dot u free. Maybe map active needs to be false. Oh frick, I did not mean to do that. It is so awkward to do this. Alright, with the microphone there. Alright, what happens if I go... What happens if I go like... Look at that. Look at that weirdness. That you can do. Look, I can even mess it... I don't even know why it does that. That's so weird. So if I go... let's see if this crashes the game, actually. I wonder if I can make the map any smaller than this, or if that wouldn't work. Oh wait, yeah, I can actually. I could make the map smaller, right? Does it multiply it by 2 when it starts the map? Let's see. Ah, okay, it does. Okay, let me change this to 1 then, to make it even smaller beyond. Where is it? Test node 1. Tiny itty bitty dungeon. I gotta not close it. Okay. So I generate the dungeon. Wait, it didn't even work right. The dungeon gen didn't even work right. That's crazy. It probably was because I did a 1. Let's see if we can make a dungeon gen work right at all with a 1. This means it's a 2x2 dungeon at maximum. Like, really small. Illegally small. Oh wow, it does not work. But that has to be an exit. Wait, it didn't even generate an exit. It couldn't do it. Wait, it actually got rid of my, Oh, hey, that worked, actually. That literally just works. Okay, let's make this a 2, because it's not liking that. It's really not liking that. Okay. I'm gonna make a new function now. Oh, here, let me just... Whoops, it's not liking this. I gotta put something on the screen. I could just be black void. If you don't know, I'm actually using my, my, what's it called? My, I'm using a different scene completely for today's stream. Go to next floor. If I'm gonna start this out with a maximum amount of floors I want. Var num floors equals 0. Yeah, I get it, Godot. You're confused too. I agree. I should probably call this in ready, right? Let's see. Const max floors equals, let's say like 6 maximum floors, const min floors equals 3. And num floors will equal global random number generator.rng. Oh wait, whoops, that's backwards. You know, the one funny thing about Godot is that the Randi range is inclusive. Yeah, it's inclusive. So you can get a number like, if you put 3 to, usually it's exclusive. So if you go from like 0 to 6, it actually goes from 0 to 5. In Godot, it goes from whatever number you start at, 3, for example, all the way to 6 instead of 5. Anyway, if... Wait. Var current floor equals... I guess it should be 1, right? No, I guess it should be 0. It should be 0, and then I increment it by 1. Whenever I call the generate dungeon. There we go. If current floor is less than or equal to max floors. Oh, not max floors, sorry. Num floors. Then we should do generate dungeon. And we have to do the same. Honestly, there's only one start. There's only one start. I was actually gonna be even more. How do you say this? I was gonna be more ambitious with this project, and I was gonna have different room types. Let me tell you the story, okay, of what happened in this game. So this place was supposed to be the town, okay? Oh, did my thing crash too? I think it may have crashed. I didn't even see it crash, so that's weird. Maybe it's because I stayed all tabbed too long or something. Okay. Let me tell you the story of this. So this place was supposed to be like a town that you start in, right? And then you're supposed to just like have NPCs in places. And the idea was that everything would be weapons and stuff. This was me making like a NPC. By the way, this is stupid hard. Making like dialogue and stuff from scratch. A dialogue tree thing. That's freaking hard. That's like really hard. It's okay. I shouldn't say it's hard. I've said it all the time. It is tedious, okay? Because dialogue trees are literally trees. Like they are literally trees. Like this is like a simple one where the character just says a line and says the next line. If I wanted to add more lines for the simple guy, I'd have to go into an array and add all the different lines I wanted. Or if I wanted to make it like a really, really robust way of doing it, I would have to add all of the lines in a text document and then read every single line each. If we add dialogue options, that's where hell like breaks loose. You have to have dialogue that branches off to other dialogue. So you have to like make a tree. You literally have to make a tree, which I don't know if Godot even has trees. Let me look it up, honestly. This is just gonna tell me, like, the node structure for a tree, though. Oh, they do have a tree! Holy crap, that's... That is crazy to do though. Like it is really that is ridiculous to do. Can you like set these up without even... Let's see, tree item. Yeah, it's like, it's absurd. It's literally, it feels like hard coding is the thing. That's what it is. It feels like some really, really, really tough hard coding. You know? That's why it feels so absurd. That's probably also why a lot of games have terrible, terrible dialogue options. Like, I'm pretty sure that Pokemon, every single Pokemon game, forever, like, I'm not even saying, like, there's been any evolution on this. This is why there's no such thing as like, choices in Pokemon. I'm maybe a little bit certain. The Pokemon Company is just too lazy to make a dialogue tree. It's just too hard for them, or something. I have no idea. Like, people always say, like, illusion of choice, illusion of choice. That's because dialogue trees are hard. If your game isn't mostly dialogue trees, it's way too hard to do all these. But yeah, look. That's literally all this does. It just... This guy just says... This guy is just here to test this. Anyway, that's besides the point. This whole place, all the tiles were made by someone whose computer broke down and they couldn't help anymore. But they were also supposed to make different themes for the dungeons, which didn't happen. And so this is all we have. Oh yeah, did I already I didn't, hold on. Hold on. Funk, go... You know what, here, let me... Oh wait, hold on. There we go. That should work, I think, if I do that. And now I go into my input thing. Oh, sorry for removing the thing again. And a dungeon level. Oh, okay. Let's change this to... Go... next floor. There we go. Wait, what number did I put in there? Okay, I put the medium-sized one. I'm thinking, so... If we go in here, and then we go to the next floor... the exit has to be this way. I know where the exit is. Oh yeah, by the way, if you want to know, my dungeon algorithm is basically the same dungeon algorithm they would use in something like Binding of Isaac. There's actually a different way to do roguelike dungeons. Oh yeah, I need to fix this, by the way. I need to fix this part with the tile set. There's a different way you can do dungeons that I had to implement in college. It was, what is it called? It's like, I think it's called halls and, what is it? It's like, it's halls and rooms, I think? Halls and doors? Rooms and mazes, is that what it's called? We had to implement that in college. In a group. Oh, that should be disappearing. I don't know why that's not disappearing. Wait, why did I close it? That was dumb. I need to test whether or not it even works. Here, let me do that though too, real quick. Dungeon, where's dungeon exit? Let's see. I was also supposed to make like a cache. I was supposed to make like a blacksmith. I was supposed to make a merchant. I was supposed to make a lot of things for this. That's how ambitious this was, but I just didn't end up doing it. We can use this one. I'm hoping this is the exit. It was not. This also was not. You know what I should do? I should add a little indicator that shows whether or not a loot was spawned. There's actually a chance that loot spawns. That worked. Okay. How many floors did it choose? I can actually look into this. Remote. Dungeon generator. Oh. My Godot is now lagging. No! My Godot may have crashed! Oh no, it just took a long time. We have how many? Num floors 4. Got it. So whenever I reach the 4th floor, I should the game should do nothing whenever I try to exit. Dang, it's really picking this one, isn't it? Yeah, it's really liking this one, huh? There is more than one exit room. There's no way it did it. Oh my god, it did it again. Yeah. Wait, what? Wait, it still did it. Okay, hold on. Dungeon gen, if current floor is less than the number of the num floors. Less than or equal to. Oh, wait. That should be less than. Whoops. Hold. We'll just use this. We'll just use this. Is it really never gonna generate a... I swear it generated levels where there weren't any, where it used a different one. Maybe it's just like a favoritism kind of thing. It might just be a oh! Different exit. Different exit. Look. That's not the exit room. One thing that's kind of like, that would actually be kind of difficult to do would be having players implement their own map rooms, because that would actually require me to build an editor. I think that would be kind of hard. You would actually have to build an editor because there's more than just the room itself. It can't just automatically... Well, actually, no, I would have to build an editor. Hey, this time it picked this one twice. Okay, we got that room. So we're at, this should be, what is this, 3 or 4? Frick. Wait, actually, it picked a random number, right? Did I click pause? Did I click pause? I think I clicked pause. I can actually pause reality. Did you know that? I can like pause and unpause it. I can even like select myself. Godot is so cool for making games. It requires a lot of coding though. And I gotta look at the dungeon gen again. So we got 5 floors maximum, and we're currently on floor 4. Got it. Oh, we got another one of these exits. Oh yeah, if you want to know how I pick where the floor exit goes, I actually have it roll a number 1 to 4, and then it does like a match case, which is a switch case. If you don't know, it's like this. That's the Godot equivalent of a switch case. It does a switch case on the number, and depending on where it picked, it starts from a corner of the map. So like, it will move across inwards till it finds a place to put one. Oh, I think I didn't have the game focused. Uh-oh. Sorry, now we're on floor 5. One thing about this game is that it runs really fast. Like, generating a dungeon doesn't feel like it takes long, so I don't know how I'm supposed to implement something like a load screen if I wanted to do that. But it does feel kind of jarring that I load and then I click the next floor and it just instantly goes, you know? Kind of weird a little bit. This is the fabled what is that? What eastern exit? Yeah, eastern side exit. We ran out of Omori OST. We're gonna have to just play uh is this music? No, that's not music. No, I shouldn't even play that. That's actually just a dead meme. Let's play this one. 10 hours. 10 hours? How come all these people got them for 10 hours? Yeah, okay, I'll click the 10 hours one. Okay. Yay! It doesn't work. That's weird. It's not doing that call. Oh yeah, let me just play this again. So let me go back to, where's the exits? Oh, exit. Here we go. On area 2D body entered. On area 2D body exited. It is connected. If body is player, display exit prompt, display exit prompt. Oh, I did this in a very convoluted way. Holy crap, I did this in a very, very convoluted way. I shouldn't have done it this way at all. This is crazy. This is mania. Hold up. Sometimes you just read code that you wrote like a year ago and then you realize, wait, what the fuck was I doing? Am I crazy? Am I out of my mind? I make that quote from Shark Tale too much. I blame that one animation reviewer, K4 Ellis, for this. Who I don't even really watch anymore. Okay, so... Wait. Wait, it has the exit prompt. This should just be this. Wait, this is such a freaking terrible way of doing this. This should just be exit prompt.visible equals true. It doesn't even really do anything. And then, like, this should make it false. And then, in here, I should just set a variable in generator called canExit. Where am I calling this? Oh. You know what? This should just be canExit. And I imagine an input I have like a display thing, right? That's probably it. If canExit. And then in here I need to do dungeon generator dot can x equals true. Dungeon equals false. Does this remedy the whole thing with the dungeon exits being wonky? Generate dungeon. Where's an exit? Oh, there's no exit that way. All the exits, by the way, are only like one-sided. There's no exiting. There's no other directions you can go from an exit in this. We got some bad dungeon gen going on, I think. I see some bad dungeon gen there. We're gonna have to turn off our thing to see if the thing is there. It's probably an exit thing. Maybe. Unless this is the exit. No, it is an exit thing. Okay. Alright, let me do a test. I'm gonna get this test out at least first. Let me see. If I go to player and then I turn off my collision on 3. Wait, is it 3? Yeah, it's 3. And I should be able to walk through the wall. Okay, that time it generated properly. Maybe I should set up a thing where I can test like 1,000 or something and just check if the dungeon generates correctly each time. Okay, we got another bad dungeon gen. Wow. Okay, maybe there's something being called wrong then in here. Dang, this freaking code group here. This is stuff that I wrote a long time ago. You know what? I should actually look at the positive though. I did get the connect all the dungeon floors done. Done. Oop. Okay. One thing I also have to do today, and I have a window for it, is I have to make some art for the buttons, or for the menu, for the main menu. Which I think I'm gonna do now. Let's make the main menu. You know, one thing that I can do really well, actually, is make a cool-looking main menu. But we're not gonna do that today. We're just gonna make a basic one. If you want to make a cool looking main menu, you can make like, you can make it to where it has particles when you hover over it, and like, you can make the thing look really cool. But we'll just do basic. We'll just do something really basic. So I'm thinking every single button should probably look like the same color. We'll just make it like all... We'll do... Okay. This will be... unselected. This will be hovered. This will be selected. That's good. That's good. That's all we need, I think. What color do I want, though? Wow, what color? That color it is. What did I get? Like a minty? No, it's not even a minty green. It's just like a Mr. Frog kind of green almost. Except a little less dark. And also a little less blue. I think Mr. Frog actually looks a little bit more blue than this. Yeah, he's definitely a little bit... No, this is actually maybe exactly the same color. Did I hit Mr. Frog color by total accident? Wow. And you know, the more I look at this, I actually think I want it to be a little thinner. I'm gonna resize my canvas. I'm gonna do... Let's do 150. There you go. And then I want them all to have like a border. We're just gonna do like gray for the border. Let's just use something really basic looking like this, maybe. Do it. Yeah, there we go. That's good. And then... Oh, you know what? I should save this. Here, let me save this. So... Let me find my Godot folder. I really wish that in Krita you could have things bookmarked, but you can't do that. It doesn't use your bookmarks at all, actually. It just sort of uses the last place you were at. Flippin' apples. Interfaces. Oh hey, look, I have a start menu thing. Oh yeah, I was gonna call this a Filipino word, actually. Start menu buttons. There you go. Oh, wait, this is selected. Whoops. Whoops. Let me actually do this real quick. This is supposed to be what it's like if it's unselected. Let's just go ahead and merge that with the layer below. Alright, this is what it looks like unselected. You know, actually, I guess this border shouldn't be... If I do a select... If I do that, that should actually always remain the same. Let's just delete selected. Merge with layer below. Yay! That's what I want. Perfect. Okay, and now on hovered. I want it to be like this color. Oop. But a little lighter. There we go. And then... This will be selected. Will be border. Select you. And then this has to be darker. There we go. Now we have all three of the different types. So if you want to know how a button works, in Godot, again, I may have described this before. You can make a button have three different, like several, there's more textures than this. There's actually also like a disabled one where you can make it so where if a button you're not supposed to be able to click it at all, it's disabled. You can make it like another texture. They don't even have to look like this. They can all look like all wildly different if you want to. But it's really wonky if you make them all wildly different. The point is, this is what it would look like if I don't have it like hovered at all. This is what it would look like if I hover over it, and this is what it looks like whenever I click on it. I think there's another one too, but I'm not really sure. I can't really remember. Yeah, this is what I want it to be. Let's give it some text in the middle. We'll use the color gold, like a golden color. I don't know what font I want to use though. What if I just use impact font? That'd be really funny. No. Wait. You know, the text I think Minecraft uses is... I'm not actually sure. What do they use? Here, let's launch Minecraft so we can see. Let me just go ahead and launch Minecraft to see what font they use in Minecraft. What mods do I have in 1.8.9? Oh, right, I know what it is. I know what mod this is. I forgot. I have a mod for, Wait, is this a mod or is this just a shader? Oh, I just have shaders. That's it. Yeah, I just have shaders. So this appears to be like, This appears to be... That's probably some kind of mono, isn't it? Maybe? I actually don't know. No, it's not monospace. What font does Minecraft use? Oh frick! It's a custom-made font. That's okay. We can't do that. That's too advanced for me. It's not advanced. It's actually just too tedious for me. What's the most annoying font I can use? I think actually it is probably Impact, but we're not gonna do that. We'll use this one. I think that what is it? What is it called? RPG Maker actually lets you set your own fonts. Oh, that looks different than what I expected it to look like. Yeah, RPG Maker lets you set your own font. I want a different font, actually. I'm just gonna use the font that I like. I've been using this font so often. This Deuthy font. I really like it. I'm just gonna keep using it. You wanna know how I make my freaking things? I literally just do this. I literally just click layer style and I click stroke and I give it a stroke. Like a reasonable stroke size. That's how I make my thumbnail text. Literally is. Just text making 101. Alright. Start game. Wait, I already made these? Oh yeah, I did already make these. Frick. I also had a continue. That was wishful thinking. Well, it's not wishful thinking, but like... I didn't make something that, This isn't... I don't think this is really going to be a game where you can close it and open it again, and then you can continue from where you were at. Mostly because I don't really... Mostly because the ambition has kind of, like, seeped out. Okay. We'll save this over the new game neutral. And the new game hovered. And the new game pressed. Okay, that's fine by me, honestly. And then we need to do the quit button. It's just gonna be quit. That's it. At some point I actually made like a really cool menu for a game that I was going to... That was like the first time I was going to try to build a game, but then I gave up, kind of. Due to... That's not centered, but it's pretending as though it's snapped to the center right now. It's not centered, though. What the heck? Oh, there we go. That's centered, probably. Wait. Okay, this is pressed. This is hovered. Yeah, I was gonna make my own game, and I made really, really, really cool buttons for it, but then I thought maybe I should work with someone else, with other people to make something. And so I reached out to itch.io and found someone, but then their computer broke down again, as I said. Okay. Honestly, I like this font a lot, actually, this Duethy font. Really good font. Is this like a Windows font? Duethy, baby name, meaning, origin, and popularity. See the popularity of the baby name Duethy over time, plus its meaning, origin, and common sibling names. And more in Baby Center and baby names. Origin Indian. Yeah, what about Duethy font? Where does this come from? This is not what Duethy looks like. This is literally not what it looks like, actually. This isn't even close. What is Malaya what is Malaya Lam? Oh, okay. An Indian language. Okay. Well, that's definitely not actually Malaya Lam then. I don't know. I'm very confused. Alright, hold on, give me a second. Interfaces, UI assets. I've already made a start menu. Main menu. Oh. Yeah, that looks nice actually. Main menu. Oh, that's main menu background. Oh. Oh wait, okay, we do have a start menu. Yeah, I actually do like the way I did this. Alright, hold on. Okay, I said I wasn't going to show off this window, but I will for this sake. Godot window. Oops, that should be down here. And fit the screen. Yeah, actually, it may look laggy whenever I tab out of it, but that's because this game, this engine has like a tab out feature. Like it tries to save processing power when you tab out, and you can tab back in. Yeah, I was gonna call the game this, but now I've decided on a different name, so I gotta change the title. But yeah, I really like the way I did this. Hold on, let me show you. If I get rid of these. We're actually just gonna get rid of these two buttons. We're not gonna use those. Oh yeah, the title too. Whoops. We don't even have to do this. We can actually do something stupider. Hold on. What if we do something extra dumb? How the heck did I do that? Wait, that's what I did? Is that really the shader I used? Oh wait, no I didn't. Okay. I wish there was something funny. Hold on. And now we get rid of this one. Oh wait. That did not do what I thought it would do. Oh, frick. They are really wonky now. Hold up. Look at that. Hold up. I made it kind of slow, actually. What if we boost it up by 4? Look at that. Sometimes they change, sometimes they don't. It's so weird. Holy crap, I made this so small that it literally doesn't even change its size. Okay, I actually don't want this though. I liked the way it was before. Oops. I like the way it is just like this. If you want to know, it wasn't supposed to look like this. Okay? It was supposed to just be normal tiles. But then I figured that out, that if I apply the shader to the tile map layer, it applies it to each individual tile in the tile map. Which I think actually looks funkier. Okay. Let me make one last thing for this thing. Wait, 1000 might be too big. Do 800 by 400. And then let's hide the Godot window. Gotta get rid of the background. I'm just gonna use text. I'm just gonna use regular text. And we'll just use the this is actually a different yellow. Let's use that yellow. 72. You can actually make text bigger than 72 in Godot. Did you know that? I mean Godot, Krita. It's funnier. It's funny. You can make it like this big. Oh, that's too big actually, apparently. How about 100? Is that too big? Maybe. They're actually gonna call the game instead Locked In. Because there's a feature I'm gonna add in the future, or at least I was gonna add, that would lock you in to the dungeon. I'll have to see about that though. And also locked in is like, you know, Gen Z slang. Got some Gen Z slang that people would like, I guess. Title. Right. Title. Right. Here's this, here's that, and that. Oh. Oh. Move that there and this here, I think. I want it to be on the same height, actually. Where's this one on? I wish I kept the thing in the same. Let's do 370. And we'll do 200. And then that means this needs to be 200 away, so it needs to be 952. Oh! 952 plus the width of the thing. That would be... Well, let's make this 370 real quick. I made it 400 wide, right? Oh wait, no, windows are 1280, so it should be 680. That should be symmetrical. Oops. Then this guy needs to be at exactly 50, and this is 800, so... I don't know why I used the freaking Sprite 2D here. Actually, let me change that real quick. Do a texture rec. Oh, it literally showed it to me, and I threw it all away. Oh, it literally shows me the size on the screen. So 800... It's 1280... 800... No, wait, that's wrong apparently. Oh, I got it. There we go. That's exactly the middle. And now... That's the main menu done, actually. You have to make a main scene. I should have wrote that down. Main... Actually, this can be under main menu. Let me make a main scene. We're gonna hide this again. Usually when people make games in Godot, at least in Godot, they usually make a main scene. That's like the, oh, apparently I already made a main scene at some point. What's my main scene looking like? What is it looking like? Nothing. Wait, this is totally messed up. Oh! Let's get rid of these. Let me get rid of the options and the continue functions. Here, enjoy more test node real quick. While I code. On start pressed. How do you quit? Is it just like quit? How do you make the game stop? Oh! Okay, that's how you do it apparently. Get tree dot quit. Run current scene. Oh wait, this is just the start menu. I was supposed to run this one. I think I have to do some other special stuff in the start thing. Yeah, okay. That's what I thought. That's literally what I thought. You know what I need to do, actually? First off, let's just run this test scene again. I need to remove... I need to, like, make a function in player to handle the map removal. Let's see, dungeon generator. Let's copy this. Oh, I didn't need the dot. Oh wait, no, I can't do it this way. You know what actually I could do? I could just do... current map. Remove current map. Oh wait, do I even have anything showing? My bad. Yeah, show this. I'm so sorry. Remove. That's right, current map. Equal. Let's just make it equal string for now. Remove child current map. I actually learned recently something really cool is that whenever you pass a certain, whenever you pass a function. Okay. I just learned how cool pointers are. This is how much of a nerd I am. If you pass a function, a child, and then you set a variable equal to the child, and then you call queue_free on the child, or you remove the child, then you call queue_free on it, it will... You don't have to, like, find the child in your nodes. You can just call... You can just call remove child on the variable you set to the child, which I think is cool. Um. So wait, question. Where does it add the map? Dungeon map, add node. Player position. Var duplicate node, add node. When do I add the map, the child, like the new map to the player? In here? Okay. Layer handler dot current layer dot current map will equal current map. What was I even trying to do? Wait a minute. Oh yeah, I remember what I was trying to do. Right. Oh my god, I'm so freaking... This is getting out of hand. Map stuff. Var map has map. How about that? Equals false. If has map. Okay. And now, dungeon generator. Player handler dot current player dot has map equals true. Remove map. Oh, sorry. My bad. I accidentally bumped the mic, I think. Wait. Oops. I just have to do... the function I literally just made. Remove current map. There you go. Oh, wait. Actually, I wanted to test the main scene, right? See if the main scene works. No, apparently not. It's because we don't have a player yet. Right. Alright, I see what I have to do. I have to set up the player first. Wow, I made all of this a long ass time ago. Holy crap. Okay, so here in setup player, I need to do stuff. Actually, this should honestly just be in freaking ready, I think. Almost. No, no it shouldn't. No it shouldn't. Main scene. So in the main scene... Wait, what are you even seeing right now? Oh, the thing is still running. That's kind of silly. In main scene, I need to do... Wait, what? Oh, okay, main scene, I was trying to do something special. I was trying to do some kind of thing where I had a fixed camera. Oh, that's really interesting. Okay. Maybe I need a camera thing. Okay. Start menu. Player. Handler dot. Setup player? I hope this works the way I want it to. I don't even know if it will, though. Let's see. Oh, whoops. Wrong thing. I meant to do this one. Oh, frick. Wait, why is it calling this? We didn't even click anything. Okay. Oh wait, here's what I do. You know what I actually should just do in here? I should just call instead, generate dungeon. And I should just call var actually const start node. And then I need the dungeon start. Hold on. There was even supposed to be multiple starting rooms, but I didn't even, I again didn't get the chance. 3. Go again! How is this gonna run? I wonder how this is gonna work, actually. I wonder how confused it's gonna get. Okay, the game is very confused. Okay, instead of player, I think I need to do some special stuff. I need to do something very different or something. I'm not sure. If I get rid of this camera, what happens? I need to set this to pass instead. And set all this to Control K as well. Oh, that works if I do that. There's also no problems with the dungeon. Maybe I always need to do 3. Maybe 3 never has any problems. We can like kind of find out. The dungeons are really big though if I do 3 all the time. I still gotta fix that, don't I? Okay, that one was a 2, and we already hit a break. Okay. Let's make it 3. Let's just make it 3, so hopefully it never breaks. Oh, shoot. Go again. I was supposed to start from main scene, and I didn't do it. Okay, there's no problems with the dungeon generation. That's good. So far. Is this the exit? Please tell me this is the exit. Alright, that looks like it lacks problems. Yeah, that's good. You know, the funky thing about this is that if you know all of the dungeon rooms, you'll always know exactly where to go to exit. Okay, no problems there, it looks like. Yeah, 3 looks like it's not problematic at all. I think I built this in a way that if you put it at 3... By the way, 3 actually means 6, because it multiplies it by 2. Oh yeah, this is a funky dungeon. This is a really funky one. Wow, that wasn't the exit. I really thought it was. I thought it'd be the exit. By the way, does this move anymore? Oh yeah, that fog is barely moving. Let me make that faster. Let me make the fog a little faster. We'll do that. Now the fog should be a little... It's not moving at all! What the frick? Why isn't it moving? That's confusing. Oh well. I guess we can't get the fog to move at all, actually. This is a very small dungeon. Wow, we rolled real tiny. Really tiny. Oh yeah, if you so you know, I was talking about earlier how there's different dungeon rogue like dungeon algorithms. The reason why the one where you have to make hallways and rooms is actually special is because in that one you have to use special algorithms to make it. You have to use like A*. With this, I just sort of did a recursive algorithm that builds it outwards. Because it's such a localized thing, it's not massive, it's just 6 by 6 at most. Things can't go so big and haywire, you know? Like, it can't get out of hand with the dungeon generation. I think a lot of games actually use this kind of procedural generation with their dungeon generation, if they have any. If they have dungeons, that is. Because it's nice and simple, actually. Technically, the other way is also simple for Godot, but that's because they implement A-star search for you, which is the algorithm you have to implement. At least I'm pretty sure they just do it for you. Okay, you know, we've been listening to Dark Souls Firelink Shrine for quite a while now. I'm changing it to this one. Wait, what was that? Wait, hold on, what was that? There was one that was like... Oh, wait, I got it again. Frick. Show it to me. Oh, wait, no, their name is just Amerain. Whoops, my bad. The YouTube channel is just called that. Okay, where's the exit? Oh, this is the exit? Goody. Get me out. Hey, no problems. No problems again. Exit? Exit! Problem? No problem. There's a massive dead end right there, but no problem. Also, this one has a different exit as well. Different exit. Different flavor of exit. We love different flavor of exit, don't we? Oh yeah, by the way, let's get into the actual like way you play the game. Hold on. Alright, there's no I feel like the dungeon generation at 3 is always fine. So I'm gonna go with 3 all the time. Let me do the next thing I have to do. We'll just have the main menu on the screen. Let me do the next thing I have to do, which is this one I actually have written down. Oh yeah, main menu. We're like half done. So in this main menu, I actually can close this. The more I think about it, I want to switch to Godot. Quit! The quit button just quits. Look at that, it quits. Okay. I do want to show Godot. Ah, code! It's evil! Avert your gaze! Coding is evil! Just think about it. Generative AI was made with code. That must mean all code is evil, the most ignorant thing you could say ever. Alright, hold on. So I had a plan, I had an idea in my mind that whenever you go to start a game, I wanted to add something very simple, but very, very effective for the collectathon, the kind of collectathon aspect of it. And that is that I want to make it to where the player they can like they can straight up just like hold on, let me think. How do I do this? How do I say this? They can start with any weapon that they already have collected before. And I thought that would be something really simple to do. We would just have to do this. Okay, we just have to make a user interface. We have to go Start. Wait. Start game. Start game interface. This needs to be in the interfaces. And we're not even gonna add something like a texture at all. We're just gonna add a list. And basically, is it this? Wait, is it like this? Yeah, it is. It is. Okay. If I do this, make it bigger, and I add more elements, like that, can I scroll it? You can scroll it. Okay. Yeah. Wait, what did I do? Oh, okay. It puts it into pages? That's that's okay. That's funky. That's a little funky. So basically, I was going to make it to where you can select them, right? In the drop down, and then that will literally like that will be your selectable starting weapon. I think that would be a really simple thing to implement. And I've already kind of started by starting with... Where is it? Did I put it in here? No, I didn't. Where did I put it? Unlocked weapons. So the idea here is that I need to like take from this the like two different things. I have to take this and then put it into I have to take this and then take like the name, and then I have to put it into the list in here. That's basically what I have to do. Then, in a different script, like maybe this one, which is where I pick up a weapon, I actually need to like I need to add it to the unlocked weapons.txt. I need to write it into this. And I think that's something simple to do, you know, that's something really easy to do actually. And then whenever you start a new game, you can pick whatever weapon you want. I think it's pretty cool. I think it's like a pretty cool idea, honestly. Okay. But for now, we'll just have the starting items. We'll just have the starting weapons. And the way we'll do that is like this. This. Var. We'll call this weapon start list. Weapon start list. Var weapon dick. You know, I gotta say, I always just straight up forget my freaking syntax. What is the dictionary in Godot like again? Sometimes it's like put, sometimes it's this, sometimes it's that. It's always so confusing. Can you put keys into here? If you can't even do that. Oh, no, it's not a sign, right? No, that's different. Oh my god. Whoa. Wait. New information is getting is getting is being given to me right now. Apparently, I don't have to do something specific that I thought I would have to do. There's a merge. There's a merge. Woo. Wait, this is really good for me. That means that whenever I go... Here's what I can do. Whenever I go to, like... Whenever I go to edit the start game interface, I can just do merge on this, and then I can read the dictionary for all of each of the individual things. And then I can... Yeah, that's really simple. Oh, that's actually really good for me. Really simple and really good for me. Okay. But how do I put a key? How do I put a key? Ugh. Can you even do that? Is that illegal? Duplicate, clear, find key, get. Oh, is it a set? It's a set. It's set in this? It's set in this. What? Okay. Okay. Oop. Here's what I'm gonna do. Oops. Const weapon. Oh, whoops. Weapon start dock. Close. I gotta go copy this. And I gotta do I gotta go look at my own file thing. I wrote file I literally wrote my own file reading stuff. Open and read room file, open and read file. Return strings. So this gives me an array of strings. Okay. Var weapons, or I guess it's weapon strings equals file reader dot open and read file weapon start doc, or string in weapons strings. I need to do var weapon instant temp instance equals load string dot instantiate weapon weapon dict dot set. I want to do the name. Whoops, sorry. I want to do the name. Oh. Hold on. Are you allowed to get all the keys? You are allowed to get all the keys. Okay. I want to do temp instance dot. And then I gotta look into my weapon template. Weapon name. Okay. Alrighty. And then we do... Remember to always queue free your stuff if you're never using it again, by the way. I'm pretty sure that when you close it, it will queue for everything. It will, like, delete everything. But if you want your game to not... Hold on, sorry. If you want your game to not have weird memory leak bugs, I'm pretty sure, be sure to queue free stuff, because otherwise you'll have memory leaks. Unless you don't have to, you know. I'm pretty sure you do, though. Alrighty, let's continue. Queue free. Temp instance queue free. And then I have to do... What's an item list got in terms of functions? I can do add item. Oh. And then I have to do string? No. I have to do... Okay, we can actually grab the name. Var weapon name a weapon. Actually, yeah, no, that's confusing. Let's do that. There we go. That should work. Unless it doesn't. I don't know if this is centered or not. I don't know how I'm supposed to center it. Whoa, I can make it like multiple? Get rid of all these elements. We could also give them icons, which is a funny thing. We could steal the icon off the weapon. Ooh, you know what? I will do that actually. Var icon. Wait. Does it have to be a... Oh, it has to be a texture 2D. Okay. Var weapon texture equals temp instance dot weapon icon. And I'm pretty sure it's just that texture, right? Hell yeah, here we go. Not texture. And then... Dude, what is it? Add icon item. So I just do... Oops. Does that even work the way I want it to? Or is it gonna... We'll see. Okay, did in fact kill it. Wait, no, it actually reached here and crashed. Huh. Okay. Did it not call the ready? I guess we don't get to see really, right? Alright, we'll give up on this for now. Can we at least get it to do this? Here we go. Go again. Yeah! You know what I should do? You know what I should do? I know what to do. Okay. Oh, too much! I went too far! Oh wait, hold on, I got it, hold on. First. Bar, player, set, up, equals false. Player, set, up equals true. Ta-da! And then an input handler, now we go. Oh, whoops. Oh, shoot. It's so hard. Okay. This is why people have vertical monitors, man. Shit. I went too far. Okay, we can fix this one. Okay, if player handler dot player setup, then we do everything. Go again. Let me scroll this menu. Yay! And now we just have to set this up so that whenever we have a selected weapon, you know, all we have to do is select the thing. Anyway, I really just wanted this oh, I just realized something. My microphone's not at 100%. What the heck? Why did I reduce that? Was that an accident? No, that's not like a thing either with the with what's it called? That's not a thing where it's like a scene thing. That should have been maxed out, my bad. I really wanted this to mostly be progress report. Because I feel as though I'm very close to done. I want to show, just real quick, that I'm actually pretty much, like the game is pretty much already playable. And to show that, I'm gonna just show, okay, hold on. So, let's just make the player start with the starter sling. Okay. Player node.instantiate. So I just have to call. What do I call again? I think I gotta call something in the player inventory. Or in the inventory. Add to inventory new weapon. It's literally just the. Yeah, okay, I got it. Okay, I got it. Player. Oh, sorry. Current player dot player inventory. Is that what I called it? Oh shoot, I really went in, didn't I? Oh wait, weapon inventory node. That's what it is. Weapon inventory node dot add weapon. Okay. Oh! Misclicked. My bad. My bad. Let me show off. Oh wait! I forgot to set the dungeon to where it actually spawns mobs and stuff. Hold on. Dungeon gen. You get to see my giant mess of a thing. Supposed to be only 10. And it's only supposed to be less than. Go! What happened? Oh, wait. Is that not what the function's called? Oh, it's add to inventory. Whoops, my bad. Bah! Go again. I called the wrong... I didn't call the function at all. I called a non-existent function. My bad. Wait! This doesn't capture snaps? Aw, that's sad. But you can see I actually have it to where I can play the game. See, look, the enemies do spawn. Oh, frick, we are never killing that guy. Holy crap. We are literally never killing that guy. The mobs do in fact spawn. They eat the projectile. And they in fact... Oh, we're gonna die. We're already gonna die. I haven't implemented a death thing yet, but that's easy, right? That's like really easy. It's just boot me back to the start menu. And maybe play like a you died thing. Like Minecraft, kind of. This guy's invincible, by the way. I made the squid guy who just moves up and down invincible. He's literally just straight up invincible. You know, maybe it wasn't a good idea to have starter sling as my first weapon, actually. Holy crap, we got a really tiny building. Oh, that's... Oh, frick, that guy's closer than I thought. But yeah, you can actually, like, play this game. You will get trapped inside of the rooms, but, you know, you can actually play. Here, let's make it fair for me, though. Let's just put me in debug mode a little bit here, though. All I gotta do is do this. And I get to ignore all the doors. Mobs do spawn and stuff. Did we get a loot? I did not roll any loot. Wow. We did not roll any loot in this tiny ass dungeon. Who would have thought? There actually is only like a 10% chance that every single floor has loot. I think it's 10%. Let me look at the chance. Yeah, it's 10%. There's a 10% chance that you roll loot on a floor. And let me just go ahead and do this again. Just disable my thing. The way that things work is that... Oh, hey, this room doesn't have anything in it. Oh, never mind, I was wrong. The way that things work is that when you enter a room, it will start to spawn mobs and stuff. And the mobs will generally just like follow you around. They actually don't really have any pathfinding. They are in fact just like... They are in fact just straight up like, it is just in fact the case that they sort of like follow you around. They work kind of like vampire survivors mobs, you know? The walls do actually work against your projectiles, so you have to walk around to certain places. I gotta say, this mob right here, the pulsing heart, I really didn't do a good job with this one, did I? Because he can't really do anything against me. Whenever you kill all the mobs in a room, that is in fact whenever a room will open back up for you. Otherwise, it stays closed. Oh my god, this guy, every single steel projector actually hurts a little bit. There's no real pickups in the game, though. That's one thing it doesn't have. This is two hearts stacked on top of each other. I think maybe I should add a thing where, like, the mobs spawn, like, 1 or 2 pixels off or something. This one's another enemy room. This one's another enemy room as well. How about this one? If I do this, how bad things happen? Does that even clear the whole dungeon? Oh shoot, I think I gotta fix something with that. Did we get a loot in this one? Let me go showcase the loot real quick, if we can find one. Okay, nope. No loot. That one is no loot. That one is no loot. That one is no loot. The way I set up loot is that there's just like a point on the map where, or on each different like room that an item could spawn. Okay, this one was just nothing. This one's enemies. This one's not enemies, so this one could be loot. Is it loot? No. It does say there should have been loot spawned. Dang it, this was enemies too. Oh, there it is. So yeah, you can get loot, and it actually puts it into your inventory. You'll see there in the corner. This is a really good weapon, actually. Oh, frick, we are gonna mega die, though. All the enemies are just coming after us like vampire survivors, ready to kill. Holy crap, there's so many! Oh my god! Kill them all, frick! Oh shoot, my stamina's completely empty. It's not. Oh, it took a while for it to regenerate, but it did regenerate. Entered stamina does in fact work and stuff. So basically, kind of just like plays like a Vampire Survivors game, but with dungeons instead. You're not supposed to be able to walk through walls, though. That's one thing I will say. I might honestly have to implement something like a, what's it called? Dang it. What was I gonna implement? Like oh sorry, I remember. I'm gonna have to implement like a floor system thing where the stats of the enemies and stuff get kind of modified. Because honestly, I think that these guys just have too much health. If we can't even kill them in like so many hits, like I'm trying here. That's one of the things I probably have to do is balance the game quite a bit. Otherwise, I'm kind of feeling exhausted, so I'm gonna stop for today, I think. This has been it for your Poo Poo Direct. Stay tuned next time for whenever I release the elusive Pokemon Generation 11. That's right, we're skipping Generation 10 and going straight to Pokemon Generation 11. This is the one where we add the chair Pokemon. I'll see you next time. Bye-bye. Oh yeah, before I go bye-bye though, let's go get one more weapon. Where was the exit again? I definitely have to add the way you die. By the way death is supposed to work in this game is that when you die, you don't actually die. You just sort of like... You lose all of your, you lose some max stats, and then you're supposed to get ported down deeper into the dungeon. The idea is that you were literally locked in. That's why I decided on the name Locked In. Okay, that room was literally just a trap. And I got a different weapon with like a mana. Oh yeah, one thing about getting a weapon is if you pick up a weapon and you already had you already have full weapons, it's just gonna switch whatever weapon was in your slot, and then you lose it permanently. I should probably add that warning if I decide to upload this. Wait. Okay, there isn't. Wait, no, there isn't. There isn't a stop. Is there spawned loot on this floor? No, frick, run! Holy, whoa, what the frick? That's so many enemies. Run, just run away. Just run. Just let me out. Let me out. Why isn't it let me out? Let me out. Let me out. I've hit Z. It's not letting me out. It's because we're on the bottom floor. I'm trapped in here. Oh, whoops, I hit the wrong one again. I gotta change the main scene. That's what I gotta do. Honestly, I might just release this as like the starting build though. As like the alpha. Like, if you're able to complete and get to the bottom of, of this game, holy balls. You know, you're just like goated. If you can reach the last floor, you're just goated. That's what I'm gonna release. I'm gonna release this, honestly. And say, this is the proof of concept so far. Alrighty. I will have to, like, make a tweak, though. For death and, for victory. Alrighty. I will... I guess I'll make the thing... I'll post the link. I'll make the project public now. Did my teammate ever get into this? Nope, they never did. Yeah, they got their computer broke. How do I set it as public? You don't have payment configured. File limit size 1 GB. How do I make it public? Oh, here we go. It's now public. Untitled roguelike game is now public. And now I go to YouTube Studio. And why are there so many people subscribing right now? Whoa, what the frick? VTuber ID? No, it isn't. Game. Whoops. Wait, why did I not hit enter when I did that? Game page. I'll probably edit the thing later. You should be allowed to see where... You should be able to see my thing now. Whenever you feel like it. You'll be able to see the page whenever you feel like it. You know what? You know what? I can't end the stream yet. I have to explain the different weapons first. So yeah, there are 6 different weapon types. There's bow, gun, hammer, staff, sword, and wand. And basically, the way I made them was that I sectioned them off based off of the 3 kind of stereotypical categories. Did we run out of Majula music? No. We have not been streaming for 10 hours, so that's impossible. Anyway, I seconded them off of the 3 generic, like, general things that people know of, like ranged, melee, and magic. But I wanted to make sure that they all felt different, so the way that it works is that bows and... I think that bows and guns both don't require stamina. Let me go check. Oh no, I did make bows require stamina. Oh yeah, that makes sense. Yeah, that makes sense. Yeah. I made bows require stamina because they have infinite rounds in quotes, but they use a charged bow. I made guns not require stamina, but you have to do a reload every single time you run out of a clip. Or a magazine. See, look. Here's one of the weapons. You'll see here. It just uses the gun type. And then it shows how much magazine you have. You know, and then it sets you up to the magazine. By the way, this is probably one of the most powerful weapons in the entire game, the AUG. I just have an AUG in this game. I thought that would be a funny thing. The hammer and the sword are 2 different ones because the way that the sword works is it finishes a slashing animation, then it does a projectile. Kind of a projectile. It's like a decelerating slow slash. Like, for instance, I did have a sword, actually. It was this sword in the test. This one. And you may have seen that it shot this thing out. And this thing actually does damage to enemies. The projectiles don't, but the bone itself does damage. For some reason I decided to use a real collision polygon for this one, but they don't all do that. I don't know what that was. I just realized that I will not be able to see any... How did it play that notification? I'm very confused. Anyway, it's going fine. Anyway, or I guess it already went fine. It's like practically... Christmas is practically over, dude. It's like, it's 9 p.m. here. Anyway, that's how the sword works, and the hammer is like... It also uses stamina, but then it creates a shockwave, which are these. Then the way the staff and the wand differ is that the wand is like the gun, but it uses mana instead of bullets. And then the staff it does something special. The staffs usually do something special. I think I wrote this stuff down, actually. Did I write this stuff down? No, I didn't. Anyway, I got some cool stuff for Christmas, but not really a lot. I didn't really want too much, honestly. Yeah, that's pretty much all there is to explain with that. I want to talk about the weapons. The enemies. The way I did the enemies is that I made them based off of different themes. And the different themes were exactly a gross group of mobs, a shape group of mobs. That's how you know we got programmer art, because we don't know how to, I don't know how to do anything but shapes. Somebody else's dungeon, which was where I was supposed to use different assets that I found online. That's where zombie axeman, tentacle monster, and slime shell came from different assets. All three of these came from different assets. And then there's U dungeon mobs. These are basically the player, but different colors. Wait, are we missing an enemy? Oh wait, I don't think I'm missing an enemy. I just decided not to do that enemy. But yeah, these are U in different flavors they're like all super different. Another thing is, you may be wondering, why would I have an AUG in this game? The weapons are also based off of the different enemy types. So in loot list, there's like a corresponding gross dungeon loot list and a corresponding gross dungeon mob list. And it's shape, somebody, your. This should actually be you, but we'll not worry about it for now. And obviously with somebody, I could use whatever I wanted. I decided I wanted to use the AUG. I wanted to use a stop sign. Oh wait, no, this is the shape one actually, isn't it? I think this is the shape one. No wait, these should all be the different ones. Yeah, I had like a diamond sword in here. I thought that fireball tome was so generic that it could be somebody else's thing. I'm realizing this is kind of small in the stream. The text is kind of small. So that's why there's things like the AUG in this. I literally took a PNG of an AUG. It wasn't a PNG, sorry. It's not a PNG. It was a JPEG of an AUG, and I cropped it out so that I had just the AUG. And this might honestly be the most powerful weapon. But I'm very exhausted now, so I'm going to stop for today. Tomorrow I'll be streaming. What will I be streaming tomorrow? I don't really remember. Why did I click live? That was wrong. Oh yeah, tomorrow we got Daggerfall going. Merry Christmas, by the way. Hold on. Wait, that's me. Whoops. Merry Christmas. Merry Christmas. Bye-bye. I'll release an alpha build with if you die, you die. I'll release 2 builds. I'll release one that makes you start with the AUG, and then I'll release one that makes you start with the with the weak starter sling. One will be easy mode, one will be hard mode. Not at all balanced. By the end of today. And then, you know, if I decide that I want to keep going with this project, I'll do all the stuff that I said. I probably will, honestly. Balancing will be too hard for me, though. Okay. Bye-bye. Oh my god, the Omori OST is over. What the heck am I supposed to do for intro music now? I guess we're just gonna go back to Kingsfield music. Alright, bye.